Hello and welcome to Complexity Limits Guide for the Heroic Hivemind encounter, written and produced by Crzypck in coordination with Complexity Limit, brought to you by GameStop. The Hivemind is a single-phase encounter where you'll be facing two bosses simultaneously. They do not share a health pool and need to die within 12 seconds of each other. The overarching encounter ability is called the Hivemind, with the two bosses alternating control over it around every minute. Each time it swaps, the raid will take a large amount of damage over the course of 12 seconds, which increases in power by 15% every time it occurs. When Tek'ris has control, you'll need to stack the bosses on top of each other. During Ka'zir's control, you'll need to have the bosses spread at least 20 yards apart. There's no tank swap mechanics during this fight, so each tank can just pick whatever boss they want to stay on. You'll start with Tek'ris in control, so you'll need to stack the bosses when you pull. You'll want to split your DPS, something along the lines of ranged on one boss and melee on the other. We recommend using Bloodlust on the pull. Throughout the fight, you'll have regular spawns of little bug ads, drones, and darters. Drones will fixate on a random target, and when they die, they'll leave a small puddle of acid on the ground. Darters will keep moving around the room and casting an AoE ability, which does light raid damage. Drones should be slowed and stunned as much as possible, and can also be AoE gripped together. Everybody should be helping kill off these bug ads. The ads will also gain a buff based on which boss currently controls the Hivemind. While Tek'ris is in control, the ads will gain 1% increased damage and speed every second. When Ka'zir is in control, the ads will heal themselves for 3% per second after they dip below 20% health. Tek'ris casts a frontal cone ability of the tank called Nullification Blast. This can be dodged by simply sidestepping it. He also casts Echoing Void, which will put a small purple circle on everybody in the raid. After a few seconds, all of the circles explode. You do not want to be standing in anybody else's circle except your own. Tek'ris' last ability basically gives steroids to one drone, turning it into a Ravager and giving it a large health and damage increase. This ad needs to be tanked, and all DPS should focus it down ASAP. Ka'zir also gives steroids to a random drone, but a weaker one called Volatile Eruption. This drone will grow in size, have a green puddle under it, and start a 20-second cast. You'll need to kill it before this cast ends, or it does a large amount of AoE damage. Ka'zir also casts Mind Numbing Nova, which is an interruptible cast. If you miss the interrupt, it applies a heavy dot to the raid and reduces everybody's haste in half. Ka'zir's last ability summons 5 green bowling ball bugs around the sides of the room. They'll then roll in a straight line, dealing heavy damage and putting a nasty debuff on anybody hit. You're going to want to dodge these. They're bad. As a note to the healers, there's a couple bad overlaps you're going to want to be aware of at 1:20 and 6 minutes into the fight. You're going to want to make sure you have raid cooldowns available. At these points, you'll have the purple circles exploding, bowling ball ads going out, and the entire raid will have the Hivemind swap dot all at the same time. This is bad. It's very easy for people to die, so you'll want to make absolutely sure you have raid cooldowns available here. Other than that, you can use raid cooldowns wherever you find necessary. You'll simply keep cycling through between stacking the bosses and spreading the bosses, killing off the ads, spreading for circles, and dodging the green bowling ball bugs until the two bosses die. Thanks for watching. We hope you found the guide helpful. If you'd like more details on this encounter or how it works, please click the link below to our written guide. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also find the rest of our Ny'alotha boss guides right here on our channel or at complexity.gg. For more content like this, follow Complexity on Twitter and subscribe to their YouTube channel. To keep up with Limit's race for World First, follow them on Twitter. Happy raiding!